हेलो, नमस्कार। मैं हूं सुधीर और मेरे साथ है नवल। वेलकम टू प्लेइंग 11 फुटबॉल। हे नवल, कैसे हो?
है सुधीर बढ़िया।
ऑलराइट, एक और बढ़िया गेम आने वाला है कल। जमशेदपुर वर्सेस हैदराबाद। हाउ एक्साइटेड फॉर इट?
या तो ये एक मैच रहेगा जिधर अपन प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते कौन कैसा खेलेगा।
बिल्कुल। आई
बिकॉज
थिंक
बोथ बोथ द टीम्स आर एक्साइटिंग।
बोथ द टीम्स आर एक्साइटिंग आल्सो। लाइक उनका फर्स्ट एनकाउंटर जब हुआ था, इट वाज अ प्रीटी एक्साइटिंग एनकाउंटर। um I think the final score line was 1-1. I think Aridane और स्टीवन इजी ने स्कोर किया था. So yeah, it's gonna be another next interesting encounter.
या तो स्टीवन जी का बहुत अच्छा फिनिश हुआ था लास्ट टाइम,
बिल्कुल.
जिसकी वजह से इक्वलाइजर मिला था।
हम्म.
बहुत सारे टॉकिंग पॉइंट्स थे अपने।
Yeah.
हैदराबाद के भी कट्टीमनी गोलकीपर थे सेकंड चॉइस।
Yeah.
उनके भी सेकंड चॉइस गोलकीपर थे पवन कुमार। अभी आई थिंक दिनेश वापस है, पर सुब्रत अभी भी रेडी नहीं है हैदराबाद के लिए।
Okay.
एंड या देखते हैं, एक्साइटिंग गेम रहेगा।
All right. So before we jump into the game, just एक बार टेबल देखते हैं कैसा है. तो हैदराबाद का 12 गेम हो चुका है, 17 पॉइंट्स, 4 विंस, they're sitting fourth. अगर आप टॉप 3 को निकाल दोगे, I think those top 3 is gonna get qualified, but fourth position is up for grab for anybody. वैसे ही आप जमशेदपुर का देखेंगे तो थोड़ा बहुत जमशेदपुर has kind of like few last 3 games or so they have few losses, they kind of fall down. But still, if you look at the fourth place, it's not that far away to grab.
या तो थर्ड प्लेस भी मतलब गोवा बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है गेम प्ले,
Yeah.
बट रिजल्ट्स दे आर अनेबल टू पुल ऑफ, राइट। तो गोवा का भी थोड़ा मतलब इन टर्म्स ऑफ गेम प्ले बहुत अच्छा है, उधर कोई क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है। बट फिनिश कर नहीं पा रहे थे गेम, इसीलिए इतने कम पॉइंट दिख रहे हैं, अदरवाइज दे वुड हैव बीन समवेयर एल्स इन द टेबल। But yeah, fourth place is pretty much up for grabs for 6 teams.
Local.
But I think the most consistent teams in this lot are Hyderabad and Jamshedpur only. What I can think of right now, based
Yeah.
on current form. Kerala can catch up, but I think the teams that can probably pull it off are Hyderabad and Jamshedpur.
Yeah.
One of these two at
I mean,
least.
even Chennai has picked up their game also, so I can see Chennai also have a good chance. Northeast has been up and down. I think they fired their coach. I think their assistant is coach now, I believe. So yeah, so it's up for grabs. Like they're अभी तो सिर्फ 12 games हुए most of the teams के. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So that said, let's just take a look at head to head. कैसा था? Uh, जैसे आप देखते हैं लास्ट ईयर हैदराबाद एक ड्रॉ किया, एक हार गया, और ये और दिस सीजन आई थिंक थर्ड या फोर्थ गेम था हैदराबाद का अगेंस्ट जमशेदपुर पे. सो दे ड्रू द गेम. जैसे हमने कहा, लाइक
Yeah,
जमशेदपुर के लिए इजी
third
ने
game.
स्कोर. या सो जमशेदपुर के लिए इजी ने स्कोर किया था, हैदराबाद के लिए आरिडाने ने स्कोर किया था. तो वहां से शुरू हुआ. तो अभी देखते हैं, लाइक अभी हैदराबाद का जैसे बोल रहे रीसेंट फॉर्म. मुंबई गेम वाज वेरी, आई थिंक जैसे हमने बोला, वाज वन ऑफ द गेम्स दैट हैदराबाद कुड हैव वन. ओडिशा थोड़ा बहुत डिसअपॉइंटिंगली दे ड्रू द गेम, बट ओवरऑल आई थिंक अगर आप लास्ट 5 गेम्स में देखेंगे, हैदराबाद हैज काइंड ऑफ, after those 3 losses, they kind of picked up few wins, few draws, but they can do better.
Yeah, they can definitely do better. Against Odisha also they could have done better, but they haven't. Second half में तो मतलब हारते हारते बचे, if it was not for Akash Mishra.
Yeah, 3
फर्स्ट हाफ
stops.
में फिनिश कर सकते थे, बट नहीं कर पाए। आई थिंक इट्स टाइम फॉर अरिडाने टू कम बैक इन फॉर्म। तो या देखते हैं कैसा खेलेंगे।
बिल्कुल. और जैसे आप जमशेदपुर का देखोगे, so Jamshedpur has taken a turn towards other side. Like Hyderabad has started picking up after 3 losses. Jamshedpur had like their 3 losses. So जैसे भी देखोगे, even if it's 3 losses, but when it comes to game between Hyderabad and Jamshedpur, you still can't predict who's gonna be winning the game.
या तो अभी मिडफील्ड में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है जमशेदपुर के, बट एंड या लास्ट 2 गेम्स से वास्किस भी मतलब ट्राई कर रहे हैं गोल्स मारने का, बट ही इज बीइंग वेरी अनलकी इन
Yeah.
फ्रंट ऑफ द गोल। चांसेस जरूर मिल रहे हैं, वो मार भी, आई मीन पोजीशनिंग भी ले रहे हैं वो, अच्छा उनको बॉल्स मिल रहे हैं, मार रहे हैं
बिल्कुल.
वो।
बिल्कुल.
but he is unable to find the back of the net. तो देखते हैं इस गेम में how he'll exploit our loopholes,
Yeah.
defensive loopholes, and how Jamshedpur will field their team against Hyderabad. वो
Yeah.
देखने का रहेगा.
बिल्कुल. Alright, so थोड़ा बहुत देखते हैं कैसा खेल, जैसे आप बोल रहे थे some of the things what they're doing good, what they're doing bad. देखते हैं I mean overall अगर देखोगे Hyderabad keeps a much large part of the portion of the ball, they keep the position and all that. गोल्स देखोगे दोनों टीम्स आर स्ट्रगलिंग विद द गोल्स, जैसे हमने हैदराबाद का तो ऑब्वियसली कहा ही है, बट काइंड ऑफ पिक्ड अप लिटिल बिट स्टीम इन बिटवीन, जब वहां पे जो दो गेम्स में उन्होंने 8 goals they scored, but again they kind of slowed down. Partially it's because of injuries also, quite a few injuries for Hyderabad. Jamshedpur ka similar situation hai, they kind of dried up on the goals on their end also.
Yeah, so here the thing to notice, Jamshedpur has had their quota of foreigners, but Hyderabad has been playing with 3 foreigners only most of the time,
बिल्कुल.
right? And yeah, I think this time we can also expect 3 or 4 foreigners probably in the starting lineup, because I don't think Jaw Victor is fit. We'll get to that injury part.
बिल्कुल.
बट या तो देखते हैं कैसा खेलेंगे, बट अटैकिंग वाइज तो बहुत अट्रैक्टिव फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं हैदराबाद. अगेन जैसे अपन पहले बात करते थे कि फिनिशिंग में इनको थोड़ा कंसंट्रेट करना चाहिए, वापस उसी टॉपिक पे आ गए अपन.
या आई थिंक वो 8
फिनिशिंग में
games,
कंसंट्रेट.
I mean, जैसे हमने कहा वो 2 games में जहाँ पे 8 goals score किया था, it was kind of an eye opener, but last 2 games the goals dried up. Obviously Mumbai के against हमने तो draw किया था where we had an opportunity to win, which could have been like a statement win for Hyderabad too. Odisha के ऊपर Hyderabad fumbled, they were lucky to win. So it's been very up and down.
Lucky to draw.
Yeah, lucky to draw. Sorry, lucky to draw. But very up and down for Hyderabad. Partially, just हमने कहा injuries are also responsible. But that said, who are some of the players you're excited to see? Obviously 2 good teams, very unpredictable teams. But who are these players that you're excited to see?
Uh, Last time we had Jackie in the team,
बिल्कुल,
right?
Jack. Yeah.
And this time around he is not in the team because he moved to Mumbai now,
Yeah.
right?
बिल्कुल.
And yeah, so definitely the players to watch would be, first of all, the player who is back to Jamshedpur, Farooq
Yeah.
Chaudhary. So he is back to his old club now. This guy is pretty exciting to watch, but I don't think he'll start now because he did not get game time in Mumbai. तो डेफिनेटली सब्स्टिट्यूट होके तो आएंगे, बट वील हैव टू सी हाउ ही विल परफॉर्म इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिज फैंस. ठीक है, जमशेदपुर के फैंस. So he got all his fame in Jamshedpur, right? And most of them liked him outside Jamshedpur also. So we'll see how he plays. Monroy तो है ही उनके मिडफील्डर जो अच्छा खेलते हैं, राइट? उनका सेंटर बैक पेयरिंग बहुत अच्छा है, इजी और हार्टली का
बिल्कुल.
दे आर
Monroy really controls the midfield also, और आप जानते हैं their striker Vasquez is dangerous.
Vasquez तो deadly है ही.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. So these are the players to watch, and yeah, we'll see who will dominate home.
Bilkul. So it's going to be an interesting thing. One of the transfer update from Hyderabad, Adil Khan has joined FC Goa on loan. So that's a little bit tricky. I think one of the reason, I think being a senior player, I guess India will start playing against, I think March se shuru karenge in Dubai or something. Yeah. So they're gonna start preparing for internationals and qualifiers and all that. So obviously he needed some game time. But also I think the way Hyderabad looked at it is okay, even if we lose them, we know if injury comes, Ja Victor ko dal sakte ho wape piche in defense, and we have a good combination of Hitesh and Sastre in the midfield.
Right. Also, Sovik will be back probably after a couple of weeks. So
बिल्कुल. So
midfield में problem नहीं है, and they can use Jaw Victor in the center back role, which he has already played in the first match against Odisha.
Okay, so injury front पे हैदराबाद का क्या सीन है? जैसे आप देख रहे हैं Chianese और Fran तो are fit to be part of the squad.
Yeah, लेकिन Chianese का तो stomach upset बोले थे, तो I hope he'll be ready by this game.
Yeah.
Right. Fran का तो hamstring था, तो he is back again in training. I think he has been training for quite a time with the team,
Yeah,
but I don't think he was match fit. But I think this time around he is match fit. But we don't know how much time he'll get on the pitch.
yeah.
अगर हैदराबाद अच्छा खेल रहा है तो I think he'll get his fair share of rest again.
Hmm.
But if they are losing, then we'll have to see how many minutes he'll get.
Yeah, if
Otherwise,
then
Pujari and Victor are out.
yeah, and
Savik Chakrabarti has left the bubble, so even if he comes back, he will have to,
quarantine.
go into isolation again. Yeah, 14 days.
Okay,
So
so
he'll be unavailable again for a few weeks.
all right, so some good news for Hyderabad on injury front. At least we can expect two players. Hope the other two comes back and hope everything is okay with Sovik. And he joins the bubble, joins the team back. All right, so that
Yeah,
said, देखते हैं like lineup कैसा रहेगा. Subrata Paul का भी like I don't think he's ready yet. So I believe Kattimani will be starting again. Um, and that's the second time he'll be going against Jamshedpur this season. Defense, I think defense तो अपना सेम फोरमैन रहेगा. I don't think it's going to change. Like we've been doing really well. जैसे अगर आपने कहा like if you've seen last game against Odisha, Akash Mishra was everywhere near the goal. He saved the game for Hyderabad. But that's a little bit concern also. Like it's 13 games into the season and both are left. I mean, at least Ashish Rai को थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर निकाल दिया था. Rest तो मिला. Like Akash Mishra has played all 90 minutes, 12 games, and this is going to be a 13th game. So I think
yeah,
Hyderabad has to figure out कि क्या कर सकते हैं. But जैसे आपने कहा, like that's another concern क्योंकि Hyderabad never really like doesn't wrap up the game. I think एक बार
yeah,
उन्होंने चेन्नई.
and their hard work and work rate is being recognized. I think Igor Stimac का interview में he specifically mentioned Hyderabad के players.
बिल्कुल.
तो
He was very
yeah,
impressed with
I think it's
Hyderabad
paying
team.
off for them.
Yeah, absolutely. He was very impressed with Hyderabad team. जैसे उनका आर्टिकल था. आर्टिकल में उन्होंने बताया कि like he's been watching games. He's very impressed with Hyderabad because of so many injuries to our foreign
Especially
players.
fullbacks.
Yeah, and both are
Especially
fullbacks, two
fullbacks.
young fullbacks. एक है
Yeah.
19 years, एक है 21. The future looks really bright. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Chalo, so let's go. Coming back to Jamshedpur game. So obviously midfield, may we can expect Hitesh Sharma and Sastre again the combination.
Yeah, so I think their combination will be the same. Hitesh and Shastre will partner again
Yeah,
because obviously Jaw Victor is not fit and Sovik is not available.
yeah, yeah. Up front, Chianese. I think Chianese is going to be back. और हालीचरण भी आएंगे लेकिन उनको उड़ीसा
या
पे सेकंड हाफ में
तो
निकाल
ये
दिया
भी
था.
ट्रेन हाँ ये भी ट्रेनिंग कर रहे थे निकालने से ज्यादा ये खुद पूछ रहे थे कि इनको बाहर आना है बिकॉज इट गॉट सीवियर फॉर हिम ओडिशा में
Yeah,
so
so
I think he is ready now if he
but
is not ready I don't think he'll participate also in the match but he has been seen training with the team again if it were any serious I don't think he would have been training for that long
yeah, बिल्कुल नहीं. I
so
don't think. I mean, the only question is he gonna start? If is he fully fit to start, or will he come out from bench? अगर if he's fit to
I
start,
think
we
he'll start. I think he'll start, but I don't think he'll play for entire 90 minutes.
अगर इनको bench से लेके आया तो who's gonna be the next option? Who's gonna be there?
तो Colasso है,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So Colasso, okay,
Colasso is there. Rohit Danu है,
बिल्कुल.
right?
Khalid
Yeah.
Halder है.
And Sandaza is back. Fran Sandaza is back,
Yeah,
so he can fill in for him.
बिल्कुल.
So we have pretty good options up front also.
Yeah, and Yasir भी रहेंगे वहाँ पे. He's gonna be in his place. And up front, obviously Aridane.
Right.
So yeah, so this is what team looks like. Hopefully, like without any like further injuries or any last minute issues. But this is what we
Yeah.
expect the team to look like against Jamshedpur.
Yeah. And Roland has to still find his feet in the team. I don't think he had a very good outing last time around with Odisha.
बिल्कुल.
तो या उनको गेम टाइम जरूर मिलना चाहिए if the team is winning and yeah even if the team is not winning I think for a change he will be brought in also.
Yeah, and also one other thing is like Fran. Agar Fran is fit to be in the squad again, so I think that kind of cuts down Roland's chances also because like even though Fran has played very small part so whatever he's played really good. He looked dangerous. He understands the chemistry of the game.
Yes, but the role where they operate are completely different. The area where they operate are different, right? So Fran, you can see coming from the wing area inside to the penalty box.
Yeah,
He's not really a CAM, but Roland Alberg is a central attacking midfielder.
bilkul.
He takes his chances from outside the box. So I see him, substituting Chianese, and probably Fran can come for Aridane or Yasir if required.
Yeah, I think अगर substitutes होंगे, so I can see like अगर if Aridane is still not 100% and they feel like Fran can take up his role, maybe like around 60th 70th minute को शायद डाल देंगे Fran को Aridane के बजाय और depending on how Yasir's game goes, शायद लिस्टन कोलासो को लेके आ सकते हैं वहाँ पे.
या यासिर के लिए तो कोलासो है ऑप्शन. तो या if Fran is fit, match fit, then probably he can see 20 15 20 minutes,
बिल्कुल.
but yeah, otherwise Aridane I think will finish the match.
Yeah. All right. So that said, what do you expect? Like, expectation wise, like scoreline wise, what who do you expect to win, or is it going to be a draw?
I don't know. I really don't know who will win, but I think it will definitely be a goal scoring match. So probably I'll go for a goal scoring draw.
Yeah, so I'll go with it's going to be a I don't know if it's a goal scoring game or not. It's still like Hyderabad has been up and down with their goal scoring, and obviously Jamshedpur is struggling. So it's going to be a very tight game. The way I see it is another draw for Hyderabad. I mean, another draw for both the teams. Scoreline is hard to predict, but maybe I'll go 1-1 again, same like last time.
Yeah,
But
same here. So goal scoring draw, probably 1-1 or
yeah.
probably 2-2 as well.
Yeah, so it could be any one of those, but it's one of just हमने कहा like beginning of the pre-show कि like it's really tough to predict like कौन जीत सकता है even though like Jamshedpur is falling down with 3 losses. It's both the teams are very inconsistent with that.
Yeah, so I think because Chianese is back now, there is some dynamism in attacking area for Hyderabad,
Yeah,
right? And Vasquez is obviously he's the fox in the box. He can anyway score. He can score anytime he wants.
yeah,
And since Aridane is not clicking in the set pieces, I think there would have been some work done around that, which I think we'll get to see in this match because we haven't seen goals from set pieces of late.
yeah.
So I think that is an area where they would have worked for this match, and I think we can see a set piece goal from
Okay.
this game.
All right. So, okay. So that said, we'll meet again for the post game analysis. Thank you, Neville, for joining.
Thanks, Sudhir.
Before I let everyone go, just to remind, game है 24th January Sunday, और ये है 5 बजे. So yeah, don't miss out. Watch it. It's going to be an exciting and entertaining game. And we'll see you for the post game analysis. Thank you.
Thanks, Sudhir. Bye.